Hey guys, back again with another review, and this time I chose a vintage old figure to review. This is obviously, if you can't tell, Frankenstein. It's made by Sideshow. And the reason why I decided to I chose to do this figure was because it's my first 1/6 figure I've ever got. It was released in 2000, and I was just graduating out of high school. And at the time, I was really into Sideshow's smaller figures, and this was their first 12-inch figure they ever released, and it was also my first one. Let's see what the inside looks like. So does this guy look like Boris Karloff? Let's find out. Well, it kind of does. It definitely is Frankenstein. You can clearly see who it is. Compared to their smaller 6-inch figures, it has a lot more better of a paint job and looks a lot more like the prototype, which is a huge improvement for Sideshow at the time, because you would look at the prototype pictures and be like, oh man, I wish I could have a figure like that. And this was probably the closest thing to that. And probably the scale had a lot to do with it. They could improve on their paint applications a lot more better. And keep in mind, this was their first attempt at this, so they had to develop the new body for it, which is a lot like the Buck body, or I could be wrong, it was the Buck body, but it's pretty good. It's got rubber boots. Clothing's alright, I think, for a first attempt. I do have a problem with the collar, I think, and all of them were like this, just didn't really fit right. I mean, look at the pockets, kind of crooked, and always having to adjust the coat a lot. But they were just figuring out how to do this stuff. So I think for a first attempt, it's okay. Pants are good, and I mean, this is a 9-year-old figure. I mean, it's pretty good. Stands the test of time. Has a lot of good details, like on his arms. And it's fairly movie accurate, I must say. I think they captured the thinness of how thin Boris Karloff was at the time, and they did a pretty good job. Now, how does he scale up to other figures? Well, the scale's pretty good. He's a little bit taller than true type body. Just using this as an example. Sorry about the outfit. My girlfriend thought it'd be funny to put a Ken doll tuxedo, since I don't have anything on Bruce Wayne right now, so he'd otherwise be naked. So she didn't like that and decided to put this on him. He's pretty good. He's taller, which is expected. He's supposed to be taller than normal humans, so I think they did that pretty good. Let's have a side-by-side comparison. It's not too bad. I probably would prefer if he was taller, but I think pretty good. I think for Jaws, when they released the James Bond line, they may have made the Buck body taller, and the only reason why he's tall is because of his shoes. They have like big height. But other than the coat, I think the figure's pretty good. I think it's funny that they didn't have the necks connected at the time. There was not like figures are now with the different separation. I guess the earlier works were a lot like that, and then later they just made one whole neck. But the Universal line was pretty good. It's now canceled. They don't have the rights to the likeness to all those characters, unfortunately, and it's too bad. It's part of Sideshow's history, and it's one of the first things they released, and they're not really making them. I think they might be releasing PFs, but that's about it. But you can get this guy on eBay for pretty cheap, and if you're a huge Universal Monsters fan, I would definitely recommend it.